So an acolyte is someone that like takes the light of Christ pretty much and walks it through the church. You'll start, light the candles, and then you take a torch and you walk through the center of this service, and then you sit down and you kind of, after that, you just really enjoy the service. And then after, you walk back out with the light of Christ.
There's the crucifer, which holds the cross and leads. Then there's 2 torchbearers, and then there's a gospel, which carries the book.
My favorite thing about serving as an acolyte is I get to serve at the church, which is one of my favorite things, and see the church at a different perspective. Like I get to watch the people and look up at the choir.
I love being an acolyte because I like volunteering for like as many things as I can at the church, and I get to like meet a lot of new people.
I'd say like one thing that's really neat about this specific program is that they have a great youth program and they're all really good friends, and so it's really neat to see them serve together. So I think she really enjoys getting to do that with her friends, and it makes it just that much more special.
When I first started acolyting, I didn't really know a lot of people, and then it was cool after like church. Everyone always tells you like good job, and so you like get to know some people through that. And I'd say it's helped me like grow closer. Like as I'm doing stuff in the church, it's easier to pay attention and learn more.
My favorite thing about being an acolyte is that like I get to kind of lead by example and inspire like other people to do it.
I've loved seeing the Acolyte program here at Christ the King grow, and it's just brought such joy to me to see the number of young people who are having the courage to step up and make themselves vulnerable in a way of robing up and carrying a cross or a torch and in front of people and having that willingness to take that leap of faith. And I think these youth are learning the doctrine of the church in a way that is supplementing what they get in Sunday school or Vacation Bible School. So I love seeing their faith deepen through the ministry of acolyting. And I would tell any parent that your children will begin to have these light bulbs turn on and say, oh, okay, so that's what we're doing on Sunday mornings.
You know, growing up in the church, I always wanted to be an acolyte. I had aspirations to do it, but I never did. My parents, never made me do it. And but I always looked up at the, during the service and see the other acolytes up there and always wanted to be one. So being able to serve in my church here at Christ the King and have the opportunity to do that kind of as a, dream fulfillment that I've always had growing up. And being able to have my daughter, Leela, that's been able to serve as well, it's very heartwarming to be able to, not only see her serve if I'm, sitting in a pew, but also to serve with her has been, a lot of fun, and to see her grow in the church and give back just as we've been able to do the last several years. I think it's one of the few multi-generational ministries that we have. A Sunday team consists of anybody from the range of 4th grade to well in their 80s. These children and youth get to know the adults and vice versa because they're serving on a team together.
One of the things that is really great about the Acolyte program is that there are so many different adults that are leading them and coaching them and teaching them and helping them find their place.
I have seen a difference in my daughter that's been serving in the last 2 years. Along with being an acolyte comes commitment, dedication, responsibility, and giving her those tasks and for her to fulfill them is very enlightening as a parent.
I think it's taught her a lot of responsibility. Whenever she signed up, she knows she has to come and show up no matter what her friends are doing or if there's any other activities going on. So I really makes me proud to see her dedication.
Serving as a youth acolyte also teaches them that they're a part of a team, and we talk about that often with them, that you are not alone, you are there together, you are there to encourage each other and support each other. So it really builds them up to know that in this walk of faith, you're not alone and that you are there to go into the world together and grow your faith.
It's fun like being able to have like if I do mess up on something or if I don't remember how to do this, I can just turn over and ask her like, how do you do this again?
And everyone's like really grateful for you being up there, because before there wasn't really that many youth acolytes. And so like whenever I walk out of the church after the service, everybody's telling me like good job and stuff. And so like even if I did mess up like once during the service, it's like they didn't really notice, and so there's like not really a reason to be afraid.
I would highly encourage parents to get their children involved with it, because it's great to see these children grow up in the church and serve their role, and just makes them feel more part of the community in the church versus just sitting in service. So I would highly recommend other parents get involved with it. It's a lot of fun.
So if you are interested in our Acolyte ministry or our lay Eucharistic ministry team, please contact me. I would love to get you plugged in, either serving as an acolyte, serving as a lay Eucharistic minister, or we can help you get plugged in another way.